So as you guys know, Annabelle Comes Home comes out on October 8th, along with Toy Story 4 and Midsommar. I'm getting prepared for Midsommar by having Hereditary come to the library. I'm going to be watching it and reviewing it in time to see Midsommar. So, to get myself ready for Annabelle Comes Home, I was not going to watch the whole Conjuring verse. I do have The Curse of La Llorona coming, but I got Annabelle and Annabelle Creation. So, I watched these two today for the very first time. Let's get into it. This is based off of Annabelle the doll, who was in The Conjuring for one scene, one or two scenes. I've never seen The Conjuring, and I'm not going to, because I'm more of a lightweight when it comes to horror films. I can't take a lot of terror, but I've become less of a lightweight as of recent years. So Annabelle, and I found out, well, I knew this, but how I do it, I like to watch it as they came out and not in chronological order. I apparently was supposed to watch Annabelle Creation first, but this came out in 2017, and this came out in 2014. So I chose to do this one first. Annabelle is all about this married couple who are getting ready to have a kid, and this husband gives his wife the Annabelle doll, which she's been looking for this doll forever. They don't know that it's a possessed doll. That's pretty much what it is. And Annabelle is terrorizing the family. I wish I could say this film was better. There were two effective scenes. And they both had to do with the black devilish figure. Those were very effective scares. But everything else was just cliched, and with those two effective scares, you knew they were coming. But there's a lot of false scares in this. There's a lot of walking around hallways, looking around, waiting, looking. There she is! And very cliched scenes, like the mother looking underneath a door that just slammed and locked her in there. And you know that Annabelle is going to slam down and be there. It's a very lazy horror film. It barely tries. Well, if they did try, they didn't try very hard. I think that they were trying to do when they made this film was, well, The Conjuring was very good. We're making a Conjuring 2, but we want to make a whole freaking universe about, or a whole single Conjuring universe. So they made Annabelle based off the doll that was in it for maybe less than a minute. Did not work out in your favor. The acting is pretty piss poor. 95% of the scares are not effective, didn't scare me. And it's mostly jump scares, and they're a lot of times false jump scares. But this film could have ended on one of the most disturbing things I have ever seen. The most disturbing ending I have ever seen probably has to go to Mother. And it kind of has the same, it goes down the same route. You think it's going to, or I thought it was going to. Spoilers here. This is a film that's 5 years old. If you have no interest in seeing it, then you obviously don't care to see it. I'm sorry. The mother is attacking Annabelle, smashing her against the carriage, and throws her across the room. And all of a sudden you start hearing a baby crying. And at first you're thinking, that better not be her baby that she just killed. But it just turns out that it was Annabelle, or just the spirit of Annabelle. And she rocks her baby, and all of a sudden you hear this evil laugh. She looks, and it's another doll that is not the Annabelle doll. It's not Annabelle. It's some sort of other doll that she's conjured up. Now, by all means, would that not have saved the movie? It would not have saved the film. But I could have said that Annabelle was, or had one of the most disturbing endings I've ever seen. Not saying I wanted that to happen. It would have just really surprised me. I really didn't care for this film, but I watched it because Annabelle Comes Home is coming out to DVD and Blu-ray here in a couple weeks, so I decided to sit down and watch it. I'm going to give Annabelle a D, pretty much because there were a couple effective jump scares, and that's it. If it wouldn't have been for those two effective jump scares, I really would have given that film an F. But it took a bit to scare me in this thing, because I'm not as much of a lightweight as I once was. See you in the next video for Annabelle Creation.